Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're watching this video, you are extremely lucky. Why? Because you have the opportunity to acquire Omi at lows. You also have exposure to Omi at these current levels. That's if you already obviously have Omi, which means you can add to your bag, you can reshuffle your bag, there's so much you can do at this current price. You can even, if you want, maybe wait for a bit. If you do have a decent bag, maybe you think price is going to go lower and then you want to find another entry. If that happens, then obviously you also have that opportunity as well. So being exposed to Omi at this current time in the market is incredible. But the clock is ticking, and that's why I'm going to reveal once and for all how you actually become an Omi millionaire. Because there's been a lot of talk about, how high Omi can go, where will Omi go in 2024, in 2025, end of the decade, etc. But this is all irrelevant if you don't have a game plan. And I'm going to explain what that means. I'm going to explain what that looks like right now. But before I do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video. Click the link in my description. Join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. And in fact, we're going to post an important update in the Telegram group now, so make sure you do pause and make sure you have joined. Now, I'm also going to demonstrate what this strategy or what this game plan that you can build looks like and some of the biggest mistakes people make. Now, you've already seen me go into the market cap value. You've already seen me talk about where price could potentially go, but we're going to talk about everything in more detail. So what this visually looks like. Here's an example. Here in April, May, June, July, this was what we call an accumulation zone. So at this price area, you have the opportunity to buy at what it looks like the lowest point for Omi that we could potentially see again. Now, you may be a pessimist. As I said, you may think that Omi could fall lower. You may believe that if the market sells off, Omi will fall lower than this area. And you could be right, and that's fine. But as it stands, this could potentially be the lowest level area, and this was an important, and which could prove to be an important accumulation zone, an area to increase your holdings. And as you can see, just from that area alone, you would have achieved well over 90%. Obviously, prices pulled back, so maybe around 60% now. But the point is, you would have had an incredible accumulation zone and you're already in the green. So that's the first point. Accumulation is important, right? And it's also a strategy and a way to reduce your overall loss, right? So let's say you were down 50% at the top or wherever you bought, and you did some DCAing at these lows throughout these months, or maybe just in July, and you added the exact same amount that you did in these lows, or maybe half that, you're either going to be at break even, so you're going to wipe away your loss, or you can end up being in a profit depending on how you DCA, depending on how you bought. And that's the first example of why the accumulation zone, the DCA, is so important, because as I said, it's an opportunity to wipe out your loss and also end up in the profit. And an example would be if you were someone that's on the fence, you could end up, once you're in the green, you could just take all that profit to add to your profit column, or you could start to sell off. Again, this is someone that doesn't believe in the project as much, or maybe they want to reduce their risk. You could start to sell off some of your Omi to obviously accumulate profits if you're not that confident in the project, or if you think that you've been overexposed, right? So that's the first thing. Now, number two, you need a game plan when it comes to exit strategy, and here's why. Because guess what? And here's a perfect example. Let's just say this is the target, right? So this is the target area that you think price is going to go to, or this is a target area that you set out to take profit on. And this doesn't matter if price goes beyond that. It doesn't matter if price is low, but your plan was to wait and hold until price hits this area. Now, if you don't stick to the plan, this is what this looks like. So price goes up, hits the area, you say to yourself, you know what, it's going to go higher, so I'm just not going to take profit anymore. I'm just going to hold my bag. Price goes up a bit, and then you feel like, oh wow, I've done the right thing here. And then price goes all the way back down, and then you're saying to yourself, wait, what should I do now? Should I just take profit, or should I, hold this out until it goes back up to this area, and then I'll take profit? And then you know what happens? Price falls below, goes down, and then you're back to square one again, right? And maybe you wait for the next cycle, you wait for the next bull cycle, etc. This is a mistake people make, not sticking to their game plan, not sticking to their strategy, so they miss their massive profit-taking opportunity. And then number two is the people without a plan. If you don't have a plan, then it's irrelevant, because what you're doing is price could go up, price could go up, price could go even higher, higher. But because you don't have a plan, you're just seeing the numbers go up and down, and then price could end up back to your break-even mark, or even in a loss, depending on where you bought and how you bought. So these are key reasons why, number one, you need to have a plan, and number two, why you need to stick to the plan. The people that are going to be the next millionaires in the Ecomi space are the people that can build a plan, stick to their plan, and walk away. Now, even if it's a faraway target such as $1, let's just say your game plan, your strategy, your magic number, right? And again, me personally, there's a better strategies to use than just map out these round numbers and then just wait for that. Again, that I believe that could be a fatal error as well. But let's just say you're not a Crypto Crew Premium member, you don't have any real experience in the markets, and $1 is a good number for you, because I guess you maybe have 1 million tokens and $1 makes you a millionaire, right? So let's just say that is the case. Now, it could take a year for that to happen. It could take 2 years, it could take 5 years, but you understand it doesn't matter how long it takes, because your goal is $1. Now, if that is your conviction, if that is your strategy, then that's fine, because guess what happens? You just wait, and then it hits that target, and then obviously you achieve your goal. So even somebody, but that has a better profit taking strategy, or they have some other strategies, they could maybe cash in over 100k next year, maybe over 250k, maybe over $500,000, right? And they cash out. You obviously don't cash out, you wait around, and it could take you another 2-3 years for you to hit that 1 million, right? But in the end, you still make 500,000 more than them. It did take 2-3 years later, that at the same time you start your plan and it paid off. The people that are going to achieve the greatest success in this community are the people that have a strategy and have a plan. I cannot stress this enough. And that's why I said, I actually believe about 5% of people are going to make all the money in this community. It's quite clear. I look at some of the comments, I look at some of the people that they're only happy when the price goes up. So if price isn't going up, then they're not happy, they don't care. But as soon as it goes up, they're ecstatic, they're happy, they're reposting, they're interactive. When price is down, they're nowhere to be seen. They don't even DCA. They only DCA when price goes up. And then what happens? They get wiped out. And then the people that did do the DCAs basically sell on them, right? And this is a classic. This is essentially what's going to happen. You can see that not only are trading volumes low, but interaction on social media is low. YouTube views are down from the Ecomi community, right? And on top of that, you do obviously just have professional procrastinators. These are people that don't actually do anything anyway. They just sit on the sidelines. They're not willing to invest in a strategy. They're not willing to invest to further and actually hit these desired targets. It's all hope. It's all, just hope for the best. And we all know where that ends up. So like I said, I want you all to win. Thank you for watching these videos. I do these videos because I do want you all to win. But honestly, you have to be someone that is proactive. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a game plan. If you have that, I do believe you could be a millionaire in the Omi space. But without that, unfortunately, or unless you're willing to stick to a strategy, then you're going to lose, right? But anyway, that's it for now. If you want our Omi Bull Cycle strategy, Omi Bull Cycle game plan, you know where to go. Crypto Crew Premium. The link is in my description. Until next update, guys, seize the day.